Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So I got myself in a bind. Probably a total about $650 in debt.
What is it, man?
It's a little bit. That includes the mortgage. I took a HELOC out. Got a couple of credit cards, hospital bills. The thing is, I had a very, in the beginning, I had a very savvy thought process, trying to take some money out and invest. I mean, real estate, I do wholesaling, and that was the brunt of my income. I got into a little health situation at the end of last year. I had to do open heart surgery. And then starting in January and February, it took some time for me to get the ball back rolling. But business hasn't been as it was, and just like right now, I'm literally right now as I'm talking to you guys, I'm pulled over on the side of the road because I just got done picking up a Uber Eats order just to supplement my household income. I'm married. I have 5 kids. My wife will stay at home because we have a 1-year-old. But as of right now, we're trying to bring more income into the house.
Yeah, Franklin, speak directly into your phone for us. We're having a little bit of a hard time hearing you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Better? So you're doing side hustles right now to supplement the wholesaling stuff, which isn't panning out. You got 5 kids. Wife stays at home with the kids. You've got credit cards, medical debt, HELOC, mortgage. It all adds up to $650. If you removed the mortgage and the HELOC, what's the consumer debt section? How much does that add up to?
Consumer debt, I would say probably about $60 in credit card, and then after that is hospital bills. Since we probably have another 60 to 70 in hospital bills. And that hospital bill just being different things. I know my heart surgery brought in some bills. One of our second to youngest daughters, her birth wasn't covered by the insurance, so we had to pay for that.
Do you have insurance right now?
Yeah, we have insurance right now, health insurance.
Okay, is it just Marketplace?
Say it again?
Is it just Marketplace health insurance? Who is it through?
My wife is on Marketplace. I'm on private.
Okay. I imagine that's very expensive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we need some stable core income, and that might mean you need a career change. If wholesaling's not working out, I think you need to do something full-time with benefits to kind of get your head above water, especially with 5 kids.
Yeah, that's it.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's fine. Because wholesaling was pretty good. For the past 5 years, I've been.
What were you making?
Well over 100. I was last year I was at 137. Before that I was at 150. Before that I was at 190, and then 2020 was one of my biggest years at 250. So
amazing.
It has been steadily decreasing. But and even now, I'm still actively doing it. I have some deals in the pipeline. I got one closing scheduled for next week, and I'm working on another potentially. But in the name of Jesus, I got a 6-figure deal that I'm negotiating. But it's it's like you said, it's not stable. And unfortunately, I don't have a team. I'm working by myself. I'm doing my own calls. I don't have any cold callers calling for me. So
hey, Franklin, I can hear how tired you are.
Yeah.
I got 2 kids, and I don't even know what day it is. I can't imagine having 5, not to mention a wife staying at home, not to mention all these deals.
Yeah,
I can hear it on you.
My oldest is in college.
I know. You thought this whole thing is going to look different. I'm telling you right now, and George will back me up on this, with your character, the kind of guy you are, and I know this because you're a dealer. You know how to set up deals and wheel them and talk them and move them. But you're also a good man, and you're on the side of the road because you're working Uber Eats so that you can provide for your family. You're a man of character, and I know that's who you are. And you got to believe me when I tell you, if you work that hard and you're as smart as you are and you're as good at working with people as I know you are, there's not a lot of jobs you won't get involved with where you're not making $150,000 at the end of the day. That's who you are. You could start a car washing business tomorrow, and in 18 to 24 months, you'd be making that kind of money because that's how you work and that's how you honor people. But you're locked into this. Like, the wholesale game was so crazy in 2020, and now you're just chasing ghosts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never going to be like that again. It was a wild, weird moment in history, and it feels like, okay, but the next deal and the one next deal, and like you just said, now we're on our hands and knees praying to the grace of Jesus that this deal goes through. And George and I want you to have stability, man, so you can play with your kids and you can sleep in your own house and pay your bills. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And right now you're staring at a mountain, Franklin. What I want you to do is disconnect the HELOC and the mortgage for a second and just focus on this consumer debt. If you got back to making $150 in the next 6 months, how quickly could you pay off $120,000 in that consumer debt? Less than 2 years. You could throw 60 at it, right? Making $150, cover the bills, the rest goes to debt. That's the one thing you're focused on. And so I don't think you're too far, you're not too far gone. You don't need to file bankruptcy. You're going to hustle your way out of this just like you did to get to where you are with this wholesale business. But it's going to take a little while. And it might mean you got to tell the credit card companies, hey, listen, here's what I can pay you right now. It might mean you got to negotiate with the medical bills and go, listen, I don't have the income that I had before. I'm doing my best. Here's what I can pay you right now. But the most important thing to do is cover the four walls. They don't get paid before you put food on the table, the utility bills are covered, and you've got your housing covered and your transportation. Got it?
Yeah.
Can you afford this house, or is it time to sell this $500,000 house?
That's what I'm thinking. We bought it in COVID. We bought it in COVID at a great price, $250, low interest rate. But then I tacked on the HELOC, and the HELOC is $150.
What's it worth right now?
Maybe $520.
So if you sold for $520, what would you walk away with after paying the mortgage, fees, and the HELOC? Ballpark.
Conservatively, maybe
100.
Yeah.
That sounds awfully close to getting completely debt-free, doesn't it? You'd pay off the medical bills and credit cards. So I think that's the backup plan. If we don't get income up soon, that needs to be the next step.
And I would sell this house. Dude, I'm just telling you what I would do, brother. I'd sell this house and I would put $50,000 in a high-yield savings account so I know I've got my rent covered. And I'd go rent a place, and kids can share rooms. I shared a room growing up, and somehow I survived. Your kids can share rooms. Y'all can make it work, and you'll have 6 months of rent in a high-yield savings account, so you know I'm going to be okay on that front. And that you got too much house and not enough money coming in, and it's going to give you a chance to Control-Alt-Delete the career move and then make your next move, whether that's going to become the manager of a Walmart or a local restaurant, or going to start your own plumbing. I don't know what your skill set is and what you want to do, but man, you work too hard and you're too much of a man of character to just be stuck on the side of the road like you are right now, trying to get into this wholesaling flipping game, man. You got too much to offer to your neighborhood and to your family and to yourself to stay in this game anymore.
We got to restart with peace, and that might mean selling the house, because right now this is not sustainable and it's stressful, and you got a little starry-eyed, you got a little greedy, and we can reset and move forward with peace. Hang on the line. I'm going to send you my book, Breaking Free from Broke, to give you some hope along the way.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.